Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Cleveland Browns are at a pretty pivotal crossroads right now. This season was supposed to be a fresh start, a chance to finally put the doubts behind them and make a serious push towards that elusive Super Bowl. But as always, football has its surprises, and right now, the Browns are facing a pretty intense quarterback dilemma that could shape their entire season. It's something that's been brewing for a while, especially after their shaky start on offense, and it's got everyone talking in Cleveland and across the league. You see, the Browns went into this season with Joe Flacco as their starting quarterback, a veteran who's known for his leadership and playoff experience, including that memorable Super Bowl run with the Baltimore Ravens. Flacco, in his mid-30s now, signed with Cleveland this past offseason, bringing a veteran presence to a team that's eager to contend. But as many fans are starting to realize, veteran experience doesn't always translate to consistency, especially when the offensive line has shown some vulnerability and the passing game has looked somewhat stagnant at times. That's where the big question marks come in. Should the Browns consider a change at quarterback? Could this be the moment they finally give rookie Dillon Gabriel a shot? Gabriel, drafted in the 3rd round out of Oregon, has been impressive in flashes. His athleticism, mobility, and ability to extend plays have made him a natural prospect for the franchise's future. But the question is he ready to step in now? Will Cleveland risk rushing him into action, or is it smarter to stick with Flacco, hoping he can find his rhythm? It's a delicate balancing act, and insiders like Tony Grossi suggest that the leash on Flacco might be shorter than people initially thought. According to Grossi, if Flacco makes early mistakes, the coaching staff might pull the trigger sooner rather than later. In fact, Grossi pointed out that if Flacco turns the ball over in the first half, he might be benched quickly. But he also added that, despite the pressure, he still believes the Browns might give Flacco some more time, especially since he's brought a veteran presence and playoff experience. Still, Gabriel's time is coming, and the Browns are well aware that they need to make a decision soon. The upcoming game against the Green Bay Packers is shaping up to be a real litmus test for Cleveland's quarterback situation. Now, why is this game so critical? Well, for starters, Green Bay's defense is no joke. Led by the disruptive Micah Parsons, the Packers have been aggressive and opportunistic on defense, forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Cleveland's offensive line has had some trouble holding up against aggressive pass rushes, and that's where Gabriel's mobility could really shine. His ability to extend plays and scramble out of trouble might be the key to opening things up in the passing game, especially if the protection falters. Joe Flacco, on the other hand, brings a different dynamic. His experience in big games and leadership qualities are invaluable, especially in a high-pressure matchup like this. But the question remains, can he avoid costly mistakes early on? If he doesn't, the Browns might decide to give Gabriel a shot sooner than expected. This decision could be pivotal, not just for this game, but for the entire season. Because if Cleveland decides to start Gabriel now, it signals a willingness to develop him as their future quarterback, a move that could accelerate their timeline and possibly reshape their offense. Looking at the bigger picture, Cleveland's quarterback debate isn't just about this week's game. It's about the long-term direction of the franchise. Gabriel has shown promise with his arm accuracy, athleticism, and instinct to make plays outside the pocket. He's a natural successor, especially considering the potential for growth and development. But patience is a virtue in the NFL, and the Browns have to weigh whether rushing Gabriel into action now will benefit them or set them back if he's not fully ready. Meanwhile, Flacco's veteran leadership cannot be understated. His experience in the league, especially in playoff situations, provides a calming influence on the offense. When healthy and playing well, Flacco can be a steady hand, capable of managing games and making the right decisions. But consistency has been an issue, and Cleveland's coaching staff is under pressure to find the right balance, whether to stick with the veteran or trust in the young talent that Gabriel offers. This week's game against the Packers is likely to be a turning point. If Flacco struggles early or makes a critical mistake, don't be surprised if the coaching staff makes the switch. It's a move that could send shockwaves through the season, indicating a shift towards developing Gabriel as Cleveland's starting quarterback of the future. Conversely, if Flacco manages to command the offense and avoid turnovers, the Browns might continue to ride with him for now, hoping he can find his rhythm. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the context of Cleveland's recent history. The Browns have long been searching for stability at quarterback, going through numerous players and coaching changes over the past decades. The franchise's faithful are yearning for consistency, a true signal that they're on the right track. Gabriel's development could be the key to unlocking that stability, but patience and smart decision-making are crucial. And let's not forget the importance of this game beyond the quarterback debate. The Browns' offensive line has to step up and protect whoever is behind center. Their ability to block and create running lanes will be vital, especially against a Packers defense that's been aggressive and opportunistic. The running game, led by Nick Chubb, remains a cornerstone of Cleveland's offense, but in today's NFL, a dynamic passing attack is essential. Gabriel's mobility could be the X factor that helps Cleveland stretch the field and keep defenses honest. On the other side, the coaching staff has a tough decision to make. Do they continue to develop Flacco and see if he can turn things around, or do they give Gabriel a chance to show what he can do under real game conditions? The pressure is mounting, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The outcome of this game could set the tone for the rest of the season, possibly even determining Cleveland's playoff ambitions. Fans are eagerly awaiting that moment, and social media is buzzing with opinions. Some believe Flacco's experience is exactly what this offense needs right now, especially against a tough Packers defense. Others argue that Gabriel's athleticism and potential make him the future and that Cleveland should start planning for that now. It's a classic debate: experience versus youth, stability versus potential. And honestly, that debate makes this season even more exciting for Browns fans who want to see their team finally reach its full potential. In the end, what's clear is that the Browns are in a critical phase. They have the pieces, they have the talent, but now they need clarity at quarterback. The decision they make in the coming weeks will not only influence their immediate results, but could also define the franchise's trajectory for years to come. It's a fascinating storyline unfolding right before our eyes, and as Browns fans, we should be excited to witness this chapter. Because whether it's Flacco or Gabriel taking snaps, it's all about Cleveland fighting to get back to the promised land, to bring home that Super Bowl trophy that's eluded them for so long. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, Browns fans should keep a close eye on this quarterback situation, especially as the season progresses. Whether they decide to stick with Flacco or give Gabriel an early shot, one thing is certain: the team's future hinges on this decision. The coaching staff's ability to read the game, to gauge the moment, and to trust their instincts will be crucial. It's about making the right call at the right time, and that's what separates good teams from great ones. Cleveland is on the cusp of a potential breakthrough, but it all depends on how they navigate this quarterback crossroads. And let's not forget the support from the fans. Cleveland's faithful are some of the most passionate in the league, and their voice matters. They want to see their team succeed, and they're eager for that breakthrough season. This game against Green Bay might just be the turning point, a moment where everything shifts in favor of the Browns. Or if things don't go as planned, it could serve as a valuable learning experience, helping the team grow and adapt. Either way, Browns fans have plenty to be excited about because this story is far from over. The season is young, but the stakes are high, and every snap counts. So, as we wrap up here, remember that the Browns are in a unique position this year. They have talent, they have a coaching staff willing to make tough decisions, and they have a fan base hungry for success. The quarterback question is central, and the way they handle it could determine whether they're battling for playoff spots or rebuilding for the future. Keep your eyes on Flacco and Gabriel, because whatever happens next could be the catalyst for Cleveland's next great chapter. And for all of you Browns fans out there, stay optimistic, stay passionate, and keep believing in your team because this season, things could be about to change dramatically. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.